We are back. We are back. This is Football 101. Yes, I am your host, The Beetle. We are back, officially back. Sorry about that. Trying to get everything going on. Sorry about that. It's been a while. We are officially back, and yes, I'm going to run down right now. We're almost finished with the entire NFL, and it's the first week of the NFL, and we're almost done. We started in training camp in July, and it's now September, and I'm finishing up the entire NFL. And this time we're going to group all the several teams together, 4 teams together in the AFC North. That means the Baltimore Ravens. That means the Cincinnati Bengals. That means the Cleveland Browns. And that means the Pittsburgh Steelers. So yes, this show is going to review the entire AFC North. And I've had enough of all the information from training camp to now the first week of the NFL to give you my assessment. Yes, the Beatles assessment. It's still bringing it. Yeah, with everything going, I'm still bringing it. The Beatle is still bringing it, and going to give you the breakdown of the AFC North. And this first weekend tells it all, quite frankly. You know, they cut down the teams with 53 players, and it's amazing which players made the team. But starting off with the Baltimore Ravens, and of course, I'm using, just a little side note, I'm using Lindy Sports Magazine, my Lindy Sports Magazine, to give me the insight on each and every position for each and every team. And as I reviewed the Baltimore Ravens this summer, and a shout out to the Baltimore Ravens production crew, and also let me give a shout out to Baltimore Ravens, the Lounge, the Lounge. They even featured Lamar Jackson, the quarterback for the Ravens, in the Lounge to break down, just to discuss a lot of football stuff, but also off the field stuff. So let me give a shout out to the Lounge by the Baltimore Ravens. And let me just say, I've been a big Baltimore Ravens fan because of John Harbaugh, their head coach. He's a Miami University graduate. Shout out to MU, Ohio. John Harbaugh still remains the head coach in his 17th season. And matter of fact, the Beatles, we visited the Ravens way back when we used to live in the Maryland area, and actually saw them practice during the early 2000s. But for right now, Lamar Jackson is the key to the Ravens' success. Even though they lost their first game against the Kansas City Chiefs with a few seconds left. They lost the game. But what I surmise right now from training camp to today, the end of the first week, Lamar Jackson, again, he's doing everything. He actually lost some weight. He said even in the lounge, this is the lightest he has been. Yes, QB Lamar Jackson, this has been the lightest he has been. And he wants to take this team to the next level. And let me just say, that interview was so important because it showed in the first game with the Kansas City Chiefs how much he wants to be a champion, and how much the Ravens, John Harbaugh and them, wants to elevate him to be a champion. But here's the thing that's holding back the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar is going to do more running, a lot more passing, but they're putting a little bit too much on Lamar Jackson's shoulders again. Can you believe it? They're putting too much responsibility on Lamar Jackson, particularly when they just acquired superstar, well, I don't know about now, a big-time runner, Derrick Henry from the Tennessee Titans. And let me just say, Derrick Henry, 6'3", 247. He's in his 10th year. And in that first game, and they even, again, they're stacked with talent. The Ravens are stacked with talent. But it's obvious. And they're struggling on their offense. They have superstar wide receiver already in his second year, Zay Flowers, doing his part. But Derrick Henry, he only ran for a few yards, got a touchdown. But you could tell after the first game, Derrick Henry was pissed. I saw the interview when it was a post-game interview in the locker room after they lost against the Kansas City Chiefs. He was pissed. Now, he was all happy. Let me just say, he loved. That's the reason why I don't get into I realize now in the training camp, I don't get too much in the training camp promotions and the productions because they fluff it up so much. Everyone's feeling so nice, and the starters are feeling so nice in training camp. But now it's game on. Season started, and Derrick Henry, he didn't get that many carries. What are they gonna do with Derrick Henry? Are they gonna be a strong running attack game? Are they going to throw the ball? Are they going to do flare-outs? Are they going to throw the ball deep? Are they going to play ball control? Because with Derrick Henry, it takes him time to get warmed up. And I don't know if that fits into their philosophy. They tried to get away from that last year. But now they're going back to that, kind of. And their identity is a little off-center. A little bit off-center of what I've seen of the first game. The defense is flying around. They're doing their part, keeping the games close. Raquan Smith, superstar linebacker. I saw him in the post-game interview. He was frustrated. Their secondary, high-quality secondary, now with veteran Kyle Hamilton becoming one of the top defensive players in football. Really like Kyle Hamilton. I mean, the brother's just so smooth. And playing safety, 6'4". He's so fluid. Then they have Marlon Humphrey, defensive back as well. Brandon Stevens and Marcus Williams in the secondary. I love their defense. The Ravens who are bring the defense. But they are right now. It's just game one. But John Harbaugh going to have to get this philosophy together. What are they going to be? They're going to be a pound and ground team, or they're going to be a fast-paced team? Are they going to be a strategic team? I don't know. It's really up in the air. But I feel the frustration even more so. And let me just say, Lamar Jackson is saying all the right things. He's putting himself out there. He wants to be a champion. He wants that Super Bowl championship. Matter of fact, in the lounge, the two guys that asked Lamar Jackson in the lounge, they were comparing him to Tom Brady. And you can tell he said, "Why you compare me to Tom Brady? I'm Lamar Jackson. Forget about the talk of Tom Brady. I'm Lamar Jackson." So they got to get square with Lamar Jackson, who he is, and stop comparing him to other quarterbacks. He's setting the mode himself. So enough of the talk and get the pressure off of Lamar Jackson. He's at the supreme level. He at the highest level. He's looking healthy. He's running better. He's throwing much better. They just need other offensive weapons to step up. That was quite obvious in the first game. Waiting for Mark Andrews, tight end, step up. Waiting for Rashid Rashid Bateman to step up. That's their problem. And better offensive calling, help out Lamar Jackson. He's doing everything. And so I broke down their schedule, and I got them. Here's their schedule for this year. Right now, I'm getting straight to the business. First, they lost the first game against Kansas City. Next game, Vegas. Next game, down at Dallas. Next game, hosting Buffalo. Next game, Cincy at Cincy. Next game, hosting Washington. Next game, going to Tampa Bay. Ooh. Next game, going to Cleveland. Next game, hosting Denver. Next game, hosting Cincinnati. Next game, going to Pittsburgh. Ooh. Next game, going to Chargers. LA has completely turned around because that's where Jim Harbaugh is at. It's John Harbaugh's brother. And then they go into hosting Philly. Then they have a bye. Then they go into New York Giants. Then they host Pittsburgh. Then they go into Houston. And then they are, hosting Cleveland. So I have the Ravens at 11-6. And I think I'm going to wrap this up right now because I want to keep it short and tight. But the Ravens look like 11-6. Bank it! This is the Beetle. I'm giving you the proper review of the Baltimore Ravens right after the first game. And we just bringing it. So this is Beetle. And this is Football 101. I'm bringing it all season long. And that's the Baltimore Ravens according to Football 101. We believe in the Ravens. We believe in Lamar Jackson. We believe in John Harbaugh. Just work with the talent, and they bring the pain every time. This is Football 101. Let's do